Going on YouTube? Tricky Mickey here, coming at you live from my humble abode. My nose is still kind of messed up because it's cold outside and like the heating in this room isn't 100%, if you will. And plus, like, I don't know, all I got is this hoodie and the zipper's broken for it. So anyways, this video right here is gonna be about Lipton tea. I've decided to make a little bit of a review for you guys. And it's going to be in this hydro flask thing that I've got going on. This thing is great. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Lipton tea. I wish I was sponsored by Lipton tea, but, you know, like, well, I guess these things happen when they happen. So, the first thing that you see when you brew a batch of Lipton tea is this little sticker thing, like right there, that says, I don't know if I can show that to you. I don't know if you can see that right there. It says America's favorite tea, and right away that feels like a really good thing, because you want to feel like you're part of a community, you know, like when you whenever you eat kind of food, or whenever you drink something and you want to relax, you want to feel like you're just chilling with the boys and having a grand old time. Like, at the very least, feel like you're part of a group of people doing the same thing. Whenever you're eating, there's just that primal need to be around people. And so whenever you read something like this, America's favorite tea, that's where that feeling of like primal energy just connects you to everyone drinking Lipton tea at this very moment in time. The other thing that I want to notice is the color scheme. I like the color scheme of red and yellow. I think it fits tea very well. It gives it that cozy feeling, like the tea is more flavorful than it actually is, more hot and flavorful. There's almost like this aura. There's like a little halo coming around the Lipton logo right there, which makes it look almost divine, like almost holy, like the sun's coming out. It's great. Like, it makes you feel warm inside, and that's really what you want when you're drinking Lipton tea on a cold February morning, which I'm doing right now, coincidentally. Now let's do a little bit of a taste test right here. And like, well, before we go into that, when you brew Lipton tea, there are several ways of doing so. You can put the tea bag directly into the water, or you can pour the water over, and the amount of time or you could actually, like, you know, do the motion, like the circular motion with the tea bag. You can, like, you know what I mean? Just like slosh it around in there, and that's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, so whatever way you want to brew Lipton, like, each way is valid. Each way is acceptable, and each way is a representation of your own unique individuality, which I think is the where Lipton does it really well, where they kind of like they don't put any judgment on the way you brew your tea. They don't have like a little sticker on the side that says, oh, you know, you got to put the tea bag in and then you got to seep it for 2 minutes or something like that and enjoy it hot. No, you can do this is the US of A, you know. You can do whatever suits your fancy here. You know, there's no structure that you have to follow when you're drinking Lipton tea, which I think is really cool. And so the other thing also is like the little, like, the yellow, the hot color scheme that they got going on. It matches like the color of like people who wear jewelry. So like if you wear any kind of like chains, earrings, like that sort of thing, or if you're from a certain city that sports these kind of colors, then this will appeal to you more, which is great. Um, so what else? So you can brew hot water to max. You know, you can brew it to boiling, you could brew it warm, and then you could let the tea bag sit in there. You can do it however you want. And I think that that's what's great about Lipton tea. So I personally, my favorite thing to do is to pour or to have the tea bag in first, pour the water over, and then slosh it around in there a little bit. That's where I'm at with this. To me, that's the coziest way to drink Lipton tea. Out on like a cold February where my nose is clogged and like everything kind of feels down in the dumps, if you will. So let's have a taste test over here. It's pretty good. And like you can do it with sugar, you can do it without sugar. I'm personally doing this guy without sugar. And it's got that zesty old school flavor to it. So if you're feeling like being a hardcore like American tonight, if you will, without coffee or without Jack Daniels or Captain Morgan or something like that, Lipton tea is where it's at. It's gonna burn you up inside and just stretch out all your insides so you're ready to get your day done. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, it's that Lipton tea, boy. That's what's going on. What else can I say about Lipton tea? I believe that, after a while, you get very dependent on the stuff. Like you might put in like one tea bag at first, but before you know it, you're putting in like 5, 6, 7, 8 tea bags and just overloading. Before you know it, you got more tea bags than water, and then you're just chewing on the stuff like tobacco. When you get to that point, maybe it's a sign to slow down, but I feel like in that way, Lipton tea has a really good way of bringing out that multi-spective, multi-spective, is that even a real word? I don't know, but like a multi-perspective, like evocation from you, because you can, like, you now know what some basic addiction feels like without having to, meddle in crack or heroin or whatever. So that's something that I feel like really really gets the job done. You know what I mean? So that's I believe that's all I got going on with Lipton right now. Also, I think the tea bag itself is a representation. I think it's a good representation of where we're at as a society right now, like a wasteful society where we throw out everything, throw out paper. We got these landfills going on. So I think environmental awareness is a part of the Lipton brand, because every time you throw out a Lipton tea bag, you're contributing to waste. So I think that Lipton is trying to get you to be aware of how much waste you're actually producing, in which case I think they're a very environmentally friendly company. So that's where that's at. All in all, I rate it a 10 out of 10. Very good tea. And especially if you could get it in one of these hydro flasks on a cold morning, man, it'll make you forget that you live in a shithole. If you happen to live in a shithole, I don't know. You know what I mean? Some people do live in a shithole, and I think that Lipton tea is a good escape for them. So I think those are some of my thoughts, but, maybe right now my phone is running out of battery, so I gotta wrap this video up. I have plenty of thoughts about Lipton tea that I could get into, but at this moment in time, I got shit to do, man, and my phone's dying. So, whatever the cool kids are doing these days, like rate, comment, subscribe, please, somebody, write in the comments, somebody tell me what that even means, because I'm so bad with tech. Anyways, I gotta get back to work. I will see you guys at some point, whenever, and that's that. I will keep you updated. This is Tricky Mickey signing out.